What's up everyone, it's Jan Bors, new video, and today I'm going to talk about Baby Lasagna, Rintim Tagidim, Marko Purisic. This episode will be purely about him, his song, and also his chances. Because I think, and I will give you very logical arguments, that this won't be that easy as odds predict. Now, are you curious? You are right. Let's talk! Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, buy me a coffee, comment in the comments below, and also watch me on my social media, inspire me. Also, I would like to inspire you and give you in head some thoughts which you didn't think about. Let's say I'm not a classic Eurovision fan, so I'm also not afraid to tell you something very different, very anti-enthusiastic, as you can say. Somebody can call me pessimist, but I would like to say that this is not about it. I just want to give you another points of view, because all those positive reactions you have everywhere. Even though I like Baby Lasagna and I'm very positive about Baby Lasagna, Mikolas Josef alter ego, this 28-year-old Croatian, is just inspirational. Honestly, I adore this guy very much, not just because of the story of his way to Eurovision. It's just basically crazy, amazing, and it shows that everybody can get to Eurovision, and also it tells the story that never slept on your dreams. Dream big, try. Maybe the chance will go or come accidentally, but is this an accident? Well, we can speculate of Croatian television that at some point from their side is a coincidence or luck or something for Marko, but on the other hand, let's watch it a completely different way. Marko created Baby Lasagna, Marko created Rintim Tagidim by himself completely. He's a composer, he's a lyricist, he's a singer. I wouldn't be even surprised that he's a stage designer. Like, he's multi-talented, but also it says, like, if you want to fulfill your dreams, just work on it, and hopefully sooner or later it will just turn good on your side. So this is the first side of the story, which is just brilliant. I think no one will match Marko's story this Eurovision at all, and this is also why this is very fascinating persona of Eurovision. And I think this is also the part of the fact that he is one of the big favorites to win, because, you know, he don't just have a very good song, a very good stage presence, something specific, but also he carries the story, and the story, it's something what we very underestimate at Eurovision. We don't have it, and it mostly comes also with the fact that so many artists, they receive the song which is written from somebody else. They don't really participate in the song so much, and then they create a story for the song to fit them somehow, but it's not really natural, and somehow our brains are very precautious of this, and even if we cannot say it out loud or we don't even know what to say, we feel that something is a little bit wrong. This is not a case of Rintim Tagidim, this is not a case of Baby Lasagna. Marko is telling amazing story. I will do a little bit shortcut right in here, that you must try to get out of your comfort zone, you must try to get out of your village, because in your village you have no really bright future. If you want to do something bigger, and you must go and leave for the world. It's a very classical fairy tale story of a guy from nowhere goes to the, you know, kingdom to achieve and finally marry the princess. The thing is to fulfill your destiny, kind of, which he's shown. But you know, I'm talking about fairy tale, but this is also reality in Croatia, which Marko is describing, that so many talented people are leaving Croatia for better future instead of having very good future in Croatia, which I think it's also a little bit criticism of the society in Croatia in general, which I like. The only thing what it's dangerous in here a little bit, or dangerous, like the basic viewer, the most of the viewers, they don't care about the story, they don't care about the message of the song, especially if it's not in their language. They wouldn't understand it, and they go with the melody. And there comes another amazing twist with Marko, because I think he found out an amazing formula for a song in the point that it's acceptable by everybody. Juries could accept it, at least melodically, but for sure people will accept it because it's familiar. It's not a high art, it's not a high composition, but it's something very touchable it's mainstream. I wrote in my notes, it's not a joke act. It's an entertaining mainstream act. And I think this is a huge difference. Marco in one interview also said that he's kind of inspired by Käärijä because he's shown that some fusions with some, let's say, harder guitars and harder approach in combination with some fun elements and, let's say, more popish dancey styles could work, and he did it. And I wouldn't say it's a copy, even this label will be there forever, especially because we saw the staging, we saw the sleeves. We can say the sleeves wasn't invented by Käärijä, doesn't matter because it was just year before. But what I want to say, I wrote also in the notes that Marco just combined two things, and I think one is that he's also proud of that their influence of Rammstein. And of course, when you listen to Du Hast, there are some very similarities. So you can say this is maybe the song he gets inspired from Turim Tim Tagidim, but also he add this flow, this dancey techno part, which a little bit breaks up at the very right moment, which I think he's a genius in the timing. And I wrote one more thing that I was still thinking what his diction, what his flow, vocal flow reminds me, and is Vanilla Ice. I know that you think I'm crazy, but I think this like combination of Rammstein and Vanilla Ice is just there, and that's why I feel also again a little bit 90s vibe, because both of those artists, Rammstein and Vanilla Ice, are from 90s or were very famous in 90s, and this is where it all comes from. I don't want to judge if it's wrong or good. It is what it is, and I think you all love it. He won by landslide the national selection. He was the big favorite. I'm not sure if his performance was the favorite for me, but this also doesn't matter. But I will tell you why I think it will be problematic for Marco to win Eurovision. Even his story deserves to be written in the books, and definitely he already won Million of Hearts, and he is the person who can inspire many other artists who dream of something big. And the fact is that the song is mainstream. It definitely would be very, I don't want to say a pleaser, but it's something what people will for sure vote. The trouble with this is that this year, especially this year, when I watched all the other countries, what they already have, and we don't have all of them yet, and still I can say this, that we have more songs which are made strictly for public vote fun, and they will eat his portion of votes also by juries. If I'm a jury and I can compare already, like if I can say like Slimane or Tim Tagidim or Baby Lasagna, I cannot put Slimane beneath, because by artistry and so on, he's better. Like we can say Marco is a performer, even he's a very unexperienced performer, but definitely he has the energy, he has the flow. But if you compare to Käärijä, he missed there's something yet. I think there is a very short time to learn it, but definitely we can saw through semifinal and final that he can improve. I think they need to rechange also the staging, because there are so many things happening. Even I know they want to show some very specific Croatian things, but no one really cares at Eurovision. Like it's a very nice touch, but I don't think this is a winning formula. I think they need to rechange the staging in favors to upgrade the song, not to show principles, because no one in 3 minutes thinking like, oh, they thought it like this, or they thought it like this. No, I don't want to think, I want to enjoy, right? So this is what they can improve to gather more jury points and also to fight the competition for the public vote. In my opinion, this also can be the opposite, right? That everybody will eat each other's points, that after all he can win. But I can tell you that the margin, because first of all, there is not this act of surprise of Käärijä. Some of the voters, they say like, okay, he tried to copy him. This is a downside. So this is a loss of points. Also, some of the voters would say it wasn't like he has much more competition than Käärijä had last year. In Käärijä's case, there weren't so many songs which was public pleasers, because last year that was the first year of semifinals where public only votes. But this year all the delegations, everybody, especially for internal choosing, they know who's going to vote in semifinals, and they don't want to risk it with a ballot. They don't want to risk it with something too much artistic. They want to go straight into your head of public. So there will be more competition for him than Käärijä ever had, and that will eat up from the jury point of view, there's no difference. There will be much more difference of points probably than last year, because the jury won't accept easy songs. And at some point, Baby's Lasagna song, it's an easy song. It's very easy, especially when you will hear it and listen and watch it for the first time, to say fun act without thinking. Even though if you think about it more through, this is a little bit more than fun act. As I said, it's entertaining mainstream show. But anyway, I'm not worried that Croatia will make it to the finals 100%. Like, this is like, I don't know what kind of disaster could happen, because after all, only public is voting. And also, he has amazing presence, storytelling. He will be everywhere because he's now one of the biggest stars of Eurovision 2024. And with this doesn't come really responsibility, but comes media presence. So he will be everywhere. So it will also give him so many points in advance. And that's the opposite and contradiction to what I said. That's something what can really elevate him up. And the odds may be right, because the other fun acts, let's say, won't have this presence. They already lost the race at some point, because he was the first to tell the story. It's a presence, and his story is just absolutely strong. It's a fairy tale story. And I don't know if the fairy tale will end up good now in 2024 on Sunday later, but I'm pretty sure that eventually it will be amazing story for Baby Lasagna, because what is the most important above all, that he is a man of inspiration. And maybe some other guys, not just in Croatia, but other countries, when they may not feel that confident in creating, will say like, why not? I will do it. And that's the another push limit. Those artists should push their countries to be at Eurovision, because this is the platform which gives you the space to shine, if you're a little bit lucky. But we talked about luck and dreams before, right? So write me in the comments below, what do you think about this video? Write me comments in the below if you believe in Marco's winning, or if you agree with my argumentation that it wouldn't be that easy, that he maybe will suffer a little bit more, and then the odds are not really that accurate, it's more like a passion. But also if you agree with the fact that at some point he already won. He won Indora, but he already won Eurovision at some point, in my opinion. So write me in the comments below anything, what do you think connected. Also tell me whatever else, what kind of videos would you like from me. I have plenty, also watch them with my opinions. It's a different kind of channel than you're used to from Eurovision, so maybe you would find it lovely. And also you can give me another kind of feedback. I'm all yours. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share it among your friends so you can discuss together. You can also bring them to my channel, and also buy me a coffee or consider it. I love it. And that's it. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.